Alright, well, welcome. This is my first video ever. So first, the entire purpose of this is to show you why is this working. Okay. Serial communication. That is what this entire thing is. So what this is I've got my inputs over here, and as you can see I've got each of these inputs tied onto a lantern so that way you can see which inputs are on over here. I've got them each labeled, so bit 1, bit 2, all the way through bit 8. So what this communication does is it'll transmit a full byte. I've also got a send button and a reset the memory button. Now as you can see it's already got stuff on there, so we're going to reset it. It's now reset. Alright, so the way that this works is that each of these switches goes through here and it connects to a repeater. Now this repeater is then connected through these pistons here, which is controlled, I'll get to that later, but it goes through here, and then as you can see all of it is all bound together and it all goes onto one line. Now this is the entire thing behind serial communication, is that you send bit by bit through one line. So now the way that this works is, as you can see here, I've got each of the repeaters up here set to their maximum, which is I believe about 1/4 of a second. So this entire process, because I've got 9, because I've got this one right here will actually send the set saying, hey, I'm sending information, and then all of the subsequent ones is the actual information. So this entire process going through all of them will take about 2 seconds. Now what I have here is the set button is then connected through here. Now this will take a solid input and make a pulse output. I've got 2 repeaters set in here. I have one of them set to max, and this is to make sure that the pulse is long enough for the information to pass through correctly. So if you want to get a quick look at how that works, we're going to go through here, and it just goes down the line and takes everything just like that. So what happens is it'll transmit it all down here, and then what I've got over here, if you guys recognize this is a little memory circuit right here. And then it goes onto here, which, if I can get down over here, is another pulse, solid to pulse output. And then I've also got this set up through a bunch of timers right here. Well, it acts like a timer. So the reason why I have these here is because I have to make sure that this stays on consistently throughout going through all of these. So as you can see, I've got 9 different things here. So I've got to have, I've got 8 here, and then I've got an extra one right here to make up for that time. So what will happen is that first bit, the one that says that I'm sending information, will come through here. It'll go into here, and it'll flip this whole memory switch right here, which will then send a pulse up into here, and then it'll also count down. Once it gets to the end of the countdown, it'll turn off this thing right here, and then it'll just wait for the next bit, next amount of data. And then as you can see over here, it's basically the same as the other side. I've got the inputs all going into here. Everything is all connected, but it's the timing that makes it work, and the timing is also what makes it the most difficult too. So what happens is this will go down here, and then it'll go into here, and it'll update my memory. Now each of these memory bits is 1 block wide by 4 blocks long by 5 blocks high. If you would like to see these and how to make them, I will be more than happy to do that. But for now, I've got the output set to lanterns up here so that way you can see what the output actually is. So we'll go over here and then reset it. Did reset right? Okay. Now we're going to change this and just make them go kind of crazy. Head back over here. Now as you can see, our memory is empty right now. As soon as we send this, it'll be sending through all that information, going through the timing, and then updating each of those blocks so that way all the information matches. So that's pretty much it. This is serial communication, 1 full byte of information. It's built on timers. You have to get the timing right, otherwise it's not going to work. It took me about, I don't know, an hour just to get the timing right. But this is the basic idea. And then one other thing that I would like to show you before I shut this one off is we'll reset this. Alright, now if you look down here, I've got a bunch of lanterns right here. Now behind here, this is feeding directly off of the serial line. Goes into here so that way it powers all of those lanterns. So we're going to head over here, and if you watch that down there, you will actually see the pulses of information. See? And that's what's actually being broadcasted through the serial line. And that is serial communication. Eventually, I plan on building a complete computer working off of serial communication. I've got a design that can give me about 65 kilobytes of information storage. So I'm going to be working on that. It's going to take me a long time, but this is the start of it. As you can see, I've got a pretty good thing going on right here. I will certainly be building on this. And then eventually I will be integrating the addressing so we can get to whichever memory circuit you need to get to. And yeah, after that you just got to build a computer and it's all done. I'll have some sort of a display. As you can see, I've started working on one over here. This is just a little 7-segment display. It's not done yet, obviously, but yeah, this will be a project for later. Alright, well, that is about it. So, hope you enjoyed it, and hopefully I'll make another one soon. See ya.